All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're live, rocking and rolling, my friends. Live options class. We just got done a day trading the S&P 500. And as you can see, this market is taking a beating. Dow Jones is down 384. Russell 2000 is down. S&P's down. Gold's getting destroyed. Nasdaq's getting destroyed. Silver. What is going on? We're going to find out. Oh, stopped out of a couple trades too, so we're going to talk about that too. We got lots to discuss. Lots to discuss. If you have any questions, type them in our private WebEx. We are live for channel members and live for university students. And if you got any questions related to the course and the rules, type them in our WebEx. What's up, Andy?
Morning, Jeff.
Whoa, market's taking a beating.
Sure is. I'm glad I'm out.
Oh my God, dude. We're going to be talking about shit. Don't worry, y'all. Fuck. All right, let's go to work. Wow, what a way, right? Happy Halloween. What a way to introduce us into Halloween. Way to go. Way to go with that red, right? I guess the market wanted some blood for Halloween. And it's down 83, so it's getting some blood. All right, here we go. I am going to start off with this. Well, let's have a little chat. Number one, you can't be afraid to take losses. You cannot. Trading, you have no idea if a trade is going to win or if a trade is going to lose when you get into that trade. The only thing you have control over is your execution of the plan. What's going to make you successful in trading, it's not the plan, it's you and your ability to follow the plan. That's what's going to make you successful. Take that to heart, my friends. That's it. You don't know what's going to happen when you enter trades. If you did, you would only take the winners. You got to be willing to get out when you're supposed to get out. Yeah, I am still in Bank of America. Also, absolutely. All right, so let's go to work. Now, things are changing. Times are changing. Let's do our posture analysis. If you have any questions related to posture analysis, any stocks you want to look at, anything, type them in our WebEx. I'm going to go through the process and just kind of talk as we go. Try to make sense to let you know that, hey, you don't know what's going to happen. You just got to follow it consistently every day. And if you lose, it doesn't mean you're a bad trader. If you lose, according to your plan, you're a good trader. I'm serious. I'm serious because if you lose, people are like, oh man, I suck. You don't suck unless you didn't follow your plan. Yeah, then you got problems. All right, let's go do our long-term posture. Long-term posture is still bullish. This is nothing more than a nice flag. But anyway, bullish. Intermediate. Bullish. Weak. But it is still bullish. Now, short-term posture. So take a look at this, my friends. Yesterday, we confirmed the high right there. If you put your cursor right there, that confirmed the high. We are now making a lower low. It hasn't closed yet, but I can see we have a lower high and we're going to have a lower low. My friends, that is a downtrend. So we have shifted like that. So, bearish. Bullish long-term, intermediate bullish, short-term bearish. So what do you do now? All right. So we'll talk about that here in a second. Because you want to make sure that we are focused properly. So what's the game plan? So we're below 20 now. Shit. Near-term blue line angle down. It is below 20. We're definitely closer to support. No doubt about that, right? we are closer to support than resistance. So I'm just kind of jotting down. And resistance. All right. So we're bullish week. Again, I'm just jotting it down on our sheet that I'll be posting here in a minute. All right, we're doing all our game plan stuff before we start looking at trades and all that good stuff. But we are below 20. We're closer to support. We're bullish week. So right now, based on our guidelines, the higher probability is bounce setups. Okay, just hear me out though. According to your bounce setup rule, if you take any bearish trades, right now they're still lower probability. Obviously, manage any trade you're in. We're going to take a look at it. Oof, not too good. Higher probability is bullish. Just hear me out. We're not done yet. There's bullish bounce. According to your bounce trading plan rules, we do this every day. And the lower probability are breakouts. Okay. So the near-term blue line is angled down. It's below 20. We're closer to support. Higher probability right now based on just that simple fact, bullish bounce, not breakouts. Bearish trades are lower probability. And again, breakouts are lower probability. But here's the key. Okay. So right now, the higher probability setup is bullish bounce setups based on the near-term blue line. It's going to be difficult. We haven't been in a situation in a little while. Right now, the higher probability setup is bullish bounce setups based on if you take any bullish breakouts, setups recognize their lower probability. Lower probability. Now, here's the big nuance. Our short-term posture has changed to bearish. So, all bullish setups right now are lower probability. All. So when I was just focusing on higher probability setups, I wouldn't even trade right now. But my short-term posture was different. I would back off completely. There's no high probability. Everything right now, okay, everything. So all bullish setups right now are lower probability. So I don't even think I want to do this. I don't even think I want to type this part right here. I'm going to strictly do this. Nuance. I don't even want people to see that. So the nuance is, period. Our short-term posture has changed to bearish. So all bullish setups right now are lower probability. Okay. Let me say this. All bullish setups correlated with the market. That's important. Okay, we'll talk more about it, but let's just do this. I want to post this because I don't even want people to, again, I understand they're going to see this, but I'll post the nuance that'll clear it up. I mean, at the end of the day, people still have to do their own process, right? So just do this. All right. So let's go here. As long as we understand. All right, Q&A. Ooh, that's getting uglier as we speak. Options. Now, let's go here. Damn it, I don't think I want to type that though. I mean, again, the higher probability setup just based on where it's at between support and resistance is bullish bounce setups. Strategy, obviously spreads only. But I got to type in this nuance. Got to type in this nuance. Because you are bearish and you are bullish on your intermediate, why does it do that? All bullish setups correlated with the market right now are lower probability. That's it. Period. So as long as we know that, right? And again, I'm just typing in all this stuff in our group while we're watching the market just get destroyed. So just hang on a second. Okay, almost done. And then we'll chat. So if any questions on that, though, type them in our group, guys. So let's make sure we got that. Our intermediate posture is bullish. Our short-term posture is bearish. That's out of whack. Right now, any trade correlated with the market, I don't care. Yes, we're closer to support, but it's all low probability. Period. I used to not even trade during this time because, yes, we're trading lower probability and higher probability, but right now it's like lower probability. I agree, Ronnie. So what I'm going to do is if I take a trade, I'm going to document it in the journal, like all the information, okay? But it's pretty ugly. All right, let's move on. So if you don't take any trades today, I totally understand. You know, when I was only doing the high probability and not the damn low probability, I wouldn't even take trades right now. Just so you know. All right. Now we're going to go look at these tired-ass trades that I been getting stopped out of. Market gap down. When the market gap's down, unfortunately, the majority of them do the same damn thing. So I'm not in all these, but I left them so we could look at. So for example, TSM I got stopped out of a couple days ago. So let's talk about that. TSM. Look at it right now. It's important. It's getting killed. I got stopped out a couple days ago because I followed my plan. Right? TSM. Hang on a second. I'm going to show you. All right. So, again, I got in here. It changed. I got stopped out. Boy, am I glad I got stopped out. And look at that. Okay, I got in at $1.20, sold it for 97 cents. So let's calculate it right now. $1.20 minus 97 cents, that's 23 cents. Divided by the $1.20, 19%. That is perfect. If you followed the plan, you should lose, worst case scenario, between 30 and 40%, like at its worst. That's what you have to do. Remember, you don't know if a trade's going to work. But what you can do is get out if it doesn't. Think about how much I'd be down now. So if you had hopium, you're dead. I'll take a 19% loss all day. So I left that on my watch list because I wanted everybody to see it. I lost that trade. This one. I lost this one. I got out of this one yesterday. It gapped down. I'd be doing a hell of a lot worse. But I got out yesterday. I would be doing worse. Let's go look at it. CHW. Let's go back. I guess I got to go back more than 10 days. There it is. Bam! Got in at $1, sold at $1.04. So I basically made a little bit to cover commission. So I broke even. I broke even. I would be down. I'd be down right now. So I broke even. GDX. GDX, I employed the stopgap rule, and today I got stopped out of GDX right a minute ago. But look at that. Look at that. My stop loss was 40.07. Look where it's at now. I've been losing more money. Shit. Am I glad I got out? Now, the issue with this son of a bitch was it gapped down. So I did the stop gap rule. Sometimes that stop gap rule, it bounces. Sometimes it doesn't. But I would have rather got out at 40.07 than right now. Sometimes, it does. Now, this one, it gapped. So let's go see how much we lost on this one. Yeah, that one didn't come out too good. So $2.72. 177. Let's take our calculator. 272 minus 177. 95 cents divided by 272. 35%. Now, there's good and there's bad. I'm going to put you back on mute. If you have any questions, type them in our WebEx. So 35 cents, 35%. Now, number one, the most you should lose is between 30 and 40. So that's in line. That's more on the high side, but that's within the range. And that's not bad considering it gapped well below what my stop loss would have been. So this is kind of one of those that this is like almost the worst of the worst. And we still lost within our range, 35%, which again, I know if you follow the rules, you should lose 30 to 40%. And if it does, or less, but that's the most, which we fell right there. So I'm okay with that. Okay. I don't care about losing as long as I'm losing the way I should. So that one's a loss. Okay. And you got 17 cents. Good. I basically broke even. Now, here I have a stop loss in place. This ain't doing nothing, but I should have a hard stop in place, I think. Hang on. I don't know what my hard stop loss is. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Stop calling me. Hang on. Who's that? Hello? Trade more. Hello. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So in this particular case, it's not doing nothing. I wait for re-entry according to my rules. Those setups are no longer valid now, T-Money. I should have probably talked about that. If y'all can remember the ones I just looked at, let me know. TSM, we'll go back and look at them right now. Because again, TSM, let me write that down. TSM, SCHW, and GDX. We'll go look at them because that's a great question. So look at this. This right here, my stop loss should be cancel, replace at or below 41.44. That's where my stop loss is at right now. 41.44. So let me do this real quick. Let me see. Yeah, that's where the stop's at. Let me see something real quick, because that's based. Yeah, that's based on this candle right here. Hang on, it shouldn't be 41.44. It should be based on this low, which is 41.97 minus 20 cents. So my stop loss should be 41.77. 41.77. 41.77. Why did it do that? Hang on a second. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to cancel this. Okay. 41.77. Right click, create close an order. Mark at or below 41.77. Spreads are fine, so I'm okay with that. There you go. At or below 41.77. Because what I'm doing is I'm basing it on that right there, that 20-cent mark. Okay, and I'm not going to move it down, right? You can only move it up. So in reality, here I could have moved it up, but since it gapped down, I'm just going to leave it at 41.77. Okay, just making my little notes. So that's my stop. And if I get stopped out, so be it. So we talked about re-entry. Dave Johnson always said it very clear. The number one rule when you got stopped out is to look for re-entry. But here's the next part. According to your rules. So when I look at TSM, I got stopped out, but the next question is it still a valid setup? This is no setup. No setup, no trade. So I don't re-enter unless there is a new setup. So TSM, there's no more setup. Here, re-enter according to your rules. I'm entering in on bull flags. Is this still a bull flag? No. So I'm not going to re-enter. GDX, re-enter according to your rules. Is this still a bull flag? No, it's not. So no, I'm not going to re-enter. So I always watch for re-entry, but you re-enter according to your rules, which means if you get into a bull flag and it gets stopped out, as long as the flag is still valid, you can re-enter. So no. And if I get stopped out of this one, I'm not going to re-enter either because this is no longer a flag. Get out of here, Cookie. Go. No longer a flag. All right. So let's go on. Let's do this. All right, here we go. So that's it right there. Not looking too good, but you know what? I feel good about it because one of them basically I broke even. The other one I lost to 33%. And then the other one, I can't remember. We already did it, but they all fell within the guidelines, right? They all fell within the guidelines. So I'm okay with that. We cannot control whether we win or lose, but you can control your execution. If you don't win, it's you because you're not following it. Had I not got out of that one trade, TSM, I'd be in a world of hurt. I would have taken way bigger than my 30 to 40% loss. That's the key. That's the key. All right. Any questions? Good questions. Any stocks? Are you in anything? All right. I'm in one trade, Bank of America. That's all I got left. Now, we know today, right now, what is high probability setup? What is the low probability setup? So we're going to start now by going through the watch list, identifying, looking at stocks, analyze the setups. Oh, yeah, you're still in EWZ, right? EWZ. EWZ. And guess what? You are doing fine, right? you're doing fine because you never hit your stop loss. Yeah. I mean, you had to wait and you had to go through some agony, but you're you're still hanging in there. All right, let me just pull up some watch lists that we've decided today that we're going to be looking through, right? Looking through the watch list, identifying setups. We already know what's the high probability, what's the low probability. We know the market's getting destroyed, but it is what it is. Let's go to our at the gates. Now, WDC is bearish. So I'm going to look at this sheet. I'm going to pull it off to the side because we've been posting these alerts, right? And I don't want to double post stuff. So just go all the way down to this sheet that I post every day. And let's go. WDC. Should this still be on my list? No. It's not a bear flag or not. As a matter of fact, WDC is giving you a bearish breakout right now. WDC, bearish breakout right now. Okay. There you go. Breaking out to the downside right now. And it's also in a red squeeze. So let's go ahead and take that off my list. GM. Now, is GM still valid? Well, it is a flag. It is a flag. Okay, so I will leave it on my list because it's still a valid, but it's starting to look more ugly. But yeah, I'll still leave it because it's still a valid flag. All right, look at this. Now, this is a decision we got to make. T-Mobile is giving you a conservative entry right now. But understand the posture shifted. This is not only is it a low probability, it's a low probability. But it is a valid conservative entry into a low probability trade. So what I'm going to do is, because I've decided that I'm going to take these low probability trades. And again, this is not a trade that I would have taken in the past because I don't like that the posture has shifted. But since I'm willing to take a low probability trade, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Now, I'm only going to do a spread. So you can look at the stock. So I want to look at maybe it's 29 days. I can't do $5 wides. I'm still not going to budge on that rule. $5 wides. So I'm not going to take this trade because I can't do less than 20 days and I don't do $5 wides. But if you're going to take this trade, you know, you can probably take the 29s or the 30. I'm not going to do 50 because I don't do my spreads with 50 days. Okay. I don't do my spreads with 50 days. So you want to do a spread? Keep it under control. But that's a valid entry into a flag. Tesla. Tesla, still a bull flag. I might get in Tesla, but I don't have an entry right now. All right. So that's where we're at on that. I'm leaving those on my list. USO. Hang on. I didn't look at USO. USO's bearish. Let me do this really quick. Here's a low. Here's a high. Here's a high. Here's a low. Yeah, so this is a valid bear flag. So I'm going to leave it on the list. USO, Tesla, T-Mobile, and General Motors. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on the list. Leave it on the list. All right. Now, let's go through our stocks here. Coinbase has earnings after hours today. Holy shit, Coinbase is down, right? Oh no, Coinbase had Coinbase had earnings yesterday. My bad. It took a beating. That is not good. It's not good for our damn crypto either, man. Fucking Coinbase. I'm not even going to look at Bitcoin because this will tell me all the story that I want to know. Right now, bias up, no setup. Damn you, Coinbase. Damn you. EWZ. Jason, you're in that one. So there is another breakout setup going on. So I'm going to erase these numbers, Jay. Or Andy, I'm sorry. They're just messing me up. Okay, I'm going to erase them. Yeah, I know, right? I'm all messed up. Coinbase screwed me up. This is giving you another breakout setup. EWZ, bias down, breakout setup. FCX is biased down, and look at that, just tanking. That squeeze fired short. When that squeeze fires short, waterfall, right? Waterfall. No setup right now. FXI, chopping around sideways. Next setup here is a bearish breakout on China. FXI bias down, bearish breakout. All right. GDX, you little bastard. We already know I got stopped out on that one. I'm going to go ahead and erase these. There's no need to talk about that one anymore. Is it valid? Okay, so here's the thing. It's not a valid flag for me anymore. It's not clean, and I don't like when it goes above it and down. This one's over for me. And it's going to be over for a while. But guess what? I like gold. So now what I'm going to do is, this is a bias up bull flag. So I'll be replacing GDX with my gold. Bias up bull flag. Again, I'm going to be watching it. That's the next low, right? So what I want to do is, I want to take my Fibonacci and I want to draw it, and it's still clean right now. Y'all know the guidelines on what's clean and what's not. Silver, not a valid setup. SMH, again, it's bias up, squeeze. So this is still an uptrending squeeze. Now, we talk about the squeeze, right? So this is the time where you got to really watch it. This is where a lot of people get faked out. They get trapped, right? That's one of the things about the squeeze that people talk about the most. Man, it squeezed my money. It trapped me. This is still bias up. And as long as it stays bias up, this might go down a little bit more, but it'll pop in reverse. And everybody that's following the same plan when it comes to the squeeze, they're going to get faked out. As long as we stay bias up, this will bounce. It will bounce. If we shift to no bias or bias down, it could fire short. So you got to pay attention to the higher time frame. Right now, SMH bias up, squeeze. That's why people get faked out a lot with a squeeze. TLT's bias down, breakout, USO. We're looking for a flag. Dollar. Now, the dollar is a no setup. You got a low, you got an equal low, you got a high. So this is more sideways to neutral. No setup. Energy. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's a flag. Yeah, that's a bear flag, right? XLE. Now, I will not trade oil and energy. It's going to be one or the other. So the first one that gives me an entry, I trade. The other one, I back off. XLE. Hang on, my pencil broke. Or pen or whatever. Is bias down, bear flag. Now, before I get into the next part, let's write GDL or GLD, GDL, and XLE. We're just adding stuff to our at the gates. That's our play, right? That's where we're at for today so far. We take trades no matter what. Now, let's go look at the energy stocks. We got a lot to go through. All right, let's go look at these bad boys. Bias down. So we're going to be focusing, there's loading really slow to the downside. I don't know why it's loading so slow. But this one right here had earnings. We're not trading on that. All right, let's go. So COP gapped up on earnings. So obviously we're backing off. EOG as earnings. I'm going to back off. Earnings, back off. I don't trade. When is this one? 21 days to earnings, back off. Okay, this one's okay. Yeah. So this one, I'm just going to wait for it to hook up a little more for the bear flag. 𝗙𝘂𝘁𝗂𝗿𝗀𝘀, same thing. Let it hook up. No setup right now. This one's a bear. Let me see. Yeah. So this one is a bear flag. VLO buys down, bear flag. I like it. And it doesn't look like we have, like earnings is out of the way. So we're okay. All right. And we already looked at the other. So let's go ahead and write that in our at the gates. Again, we're just doing our routine, right? Every day, no matter what. Y'all saw we got stopped out of some trades and it was good. Some of them could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. But you follow the plan every day. And you can't be afraid. If you get your stuff, you take it. You take it. The only thing is right now, I know we've shifted. Normally, I don't take trades right now, but since I've decided to take low probability trades, I'm willing to get in. I'm willing to get in. All right, so let's go look at, we're going to go multiple scans here from our boy Andy. There. Okay, so let's kind of start there. This is our bias up, all optionable, bias up, intermediate in this. So let's go look at, well, we know TMUS. That's giving you a conservative entry right now. I can't take it. I have to take it off my at the gates because it's too expensive. But if it wasn't for that, I would be in that trade. I would be in that trade. RTX. Okay, RTX is bias up, giving you a black squeeze, right? Still chopping around. Again, this is that same concept. The squeeze broke down. A lot of traders trading the squeeze are getting stopped out right now. But as long as we stay bias up, this is going to go up. If we stay bias up, it's going up and people can get faked out. If it shifts, the squeeze has the higher probability of firing short. But this is where you pay attention if you trade the squeeze. Right now, bias up, black squeeze. Okay. Las Vegas Sands. Okay, so this one is another interesting bad boy. Okay, so let me just dissect something really quick. So this one is interesting. It's giving you a low, a high. Wow, this is wild. And a low and a high. So this is a higher high. And as of right now, this is a higher low. ATR is 1.2. Yeah, this is a valid flag. Again, you can't look at this high back here. You got to look at the hard right edge. This is an LVS bias up bull flag, and it's also a squeeze, right? Stacked moving averages to the upside, squeeze, bias up. Marvell, different story. This is a mess. This one is sideways, choppy, no setup. MS, no setup. And obviously Tesla, we like Tesla. So let's put VLO. We already did that. LVS. Okay, LVS, I just added to my at the gates. Everybody good so far? If you have any questions, type them in. Type them in. Okay, so far so good. All right, again, we're in the face of danger. We got to take the trade. Again, the number one question I'm getting, I'm telling you, I get this. I got a message the other day about the squeeze. People are like, man, I got faked out. I got faked out. That higher time frame holds the key to that. If that higher time frame stays in control of whatever direction you're looking for, it's going to work. It has to. But if it changes, that's when the problem comes. All right. So there, here. Let's go look at some bias down scans. We shouldn't have anything, but we'll look at our bias down and we'll look at our bias down. We should not have anything on our bias down and our bias down. I like to look at those basically one time, and then I like to pull the other ones back up. Let's see here, right? I got so many watch lists. It hurts my eyes looking at these right there. All right, let's go take a look at that, and that. Oh, hang on. Did I do bull? Hang on. Down. There we go. All right, so right now I'm just kind of looking at this scan. Why does it say bias up? What the hell did I do? Bias down. Oh, my bad. Bias down. There we go. Nothing's popping up. All right. So collapse those. Now let's go look at our bias up master watch list. Again, this is our watch list management. This is what you do. You don't just go, you got to know what scans you're running, what you're looking for, all that stuff. So we're going through the scans based on what we decided today was the appropriate thing to do. So let's go now find my master right there. All right. Wow, there's a lot on that list. Holy crap. Holy crap. So let's we're going to go through it and we're going to identify the setup. Everything's low probability today, but we're going to identify it. We already looked at Bank of America. My stop's at 41.77. Citigroup, squeeze. Okay. Citigroup is a squeeze, bias up. So write that down. I'm going to write that down. Squeeze, stack moving averages to the upside. Good to go. CCL, there's no setup. This one, Coinbase, we already looked at Coinbase, is a dog. No setup. Delta Airlines, pausing today, waiting for it to pull back into that flag. So as of right now, there's no setup. DoorDash, I really don't like that candle. It's been grinding. It's been strong. There's no setup. We already looked at those. GM, well, the more and more I look at that, the uglier and uglier that one gets. But it's still a valid flag, but Alphabet. Okay, so this is a bull flag, right? Gapped up, starting to pull back. I like this as a bull flag setup. So I'm writing this down on my sheet. I like it. JP Morgan. Still got that breakout setup going on. LUV. LUV is nice squeeze, right? Nice uptrending squeeze. That's what I'm talking about. Nice uptrending squeeze there. Yeah, let me write that down. Bias up, squeeze. Yeah, we already looked at that. That's a squeeze, but that's also a flag. I'm really liking that one, okay? I'm really liking that one. Facebook, squeeze. Earnings is out of the way. Bias up, squeeze. Marvell, no setup. MS, no setup. Oracle, oh, shit. Green to black. Gap down. A lot of these. That's what happened today. But it's a green to black setup. Green to black. If you have any questions, guys, type them in. We're just going through the process. A lot of stuff today. There's a lot to talk about. Now, this has got a breakout, right? PM has look, it's bias up. The market's getting killed. This one's up. Breakout setup. Squeeze. PayPal. Okay, PayPal. Nice uptrending. Stacked moving averages. Squeeze. All right. RCL. No setup. Well, Riot. Look at you, you son of a bitch. We know that little bastard. You know, that's why the crypto. Everybody yesterday was like, oh, it's the run. It's going to happen. It's good. Shut the fuck up. All right, so in this particular case, right? Yeah, this is it. All the analysts out there, this is it. Yeah, I thought it. Yeah, they fucking idiots. They don't know shit, dude. All that noise. Now, this one is a bull flag. Okay. But let's kind of look at it, guys. This is cheap. It's $9. I didn't realize that, but I'm not. I mean, I buy the stock. That's why it's on my watch list. Yeah, they don't know shit, dude. I bought the stock. I'm in the stock. That's why it's on my watch list. But I'm not going to trade options because the stock's under $10. RTX, we already talked about that. That's a black squeeze. Starbucks, squeeze. A lot of squeeze trades right now. You know why? Because the market is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They probably think that. Those idiots. They don't have a clue. All of them were talking about how great it is and how that was the time, and then it just rolls over. Like, they're all fucking wrong. Always. Starbucks. Buy us up, squeeze. Again, all we can do is the process every day. That's it. I'm telling you. You just do it consistently no matter what. As a squeeze. Silver, we already looked at. Black squeeze. There's a lot of squeezes, man. A lot of squeezes. We'll be posting a lot of squeezes. Again, understand. Y'all know. I'm going to post those setups today. The bounce, but they're still low probability, okay? Just so you know that. They're low probability because of the short-term posture is not in a line, okay? That's important. I wouldn't even trade back in the days when this happened. That's why my damn win ratio is so high, because I only trade a high probability. I started losing some when I started doing a damn low probability trades. But that's okay. I'm going to keep doing it. That right there, again, we already talked about it. It's an entry. This is one of the ones I'm watching. UAL, no setup. VTR, earnings today, back off. So, this is interesting. Google. All right, so we're just kind of jotting them down, right? If you have any questions, too, type them in, right? Type them in. But this is a Google. Okay, so VLO is VLO on my list. All right, so this is our at the gates. Okay, bring this over. Bring it over. All right. Remember, y'all are here. If you have any questions about the course, type them in. But that's it right there. We did our routine. We were in here for a while, right? And now we have lasered it down. We've lasered it down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish and 3 bearish. I'm willing to take these trades. Okay, now GLD, VLO, XLE, USO. These are high probability and these are low probability, but that's okay. I'm going to do it. It just changes how I manage the trade, how much money I put at risk. It also changes my entry. So then I'm going to go ahead and set up right here. Andy, buy us up, all optionable. Bull. Again, getting everything ready for the rest of the day because now it's the waiting game, right? Boom. Here, here, here. And you can go here, but, you know, I'm not even going to do that. I don't have enough room for that. So did anything new pop up? No. So there's our list. And as new stuff pops up, I'm going to go look at it. But right now, I'm laser focused over here. So what you got to decide, are you going to trade today if you get a low probability entry? I'm going to do it. But I'm recognizing it's low probability and there's a lot of pressure to the downside. But I'm still willing to do it to prove all the lessons. Okay? Again, if you focus just on high probability, you don't have a lot of opportunities. But that doesn't mean a low probability trade can't work. You know, you win, you lose, you take every trade. If you're not making money, it's because of you. You're not following your plan. But execute your plan according to your rules, just like we do every single day. Any final questions? Final thoughts? I'm going to post all this stuff in our alert group, and then I'm going to wait, and I'm going to attack if I get an entry. Okay. So, you guys are good. Y'all have a great day. I'll be posting the VIX key levels at 12 o'clock. I took a trade yesterday, got full gain. I got a lot to update. So I'm going to be just going through my journal, updating, posting in the group. But if y'all need me, let me know. Y'all take it easy. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. You're welcome, everybody. All right, y'all.